Against humans still, it seems like Blade is looking pretty bad. There, the Farseer has to bring the victory.
It is not the power build altar, by the way. It's the rifle, so a creeping pally. And with that, Farseer is right there before the first creep spot. 40, of course, an absolute mastermind in defending. Trying to get some wolves now, trying to save some HP. Trying to not spam these holy lights. With 2 rifles out, he should have the damage soon. And then with rifle number 3 comes the tech.
Trying to min-max every hit here. Every bit of experience, even from the summons, does matter. Oh, and he gave up 1 wolf here. Slight mistake. That can make the difference when it comes to the level up sometimes. It's only 20, of course, but every little thing matters. We have the early attack upgrade for the Headhunters, by the way. I think this is a build that Starbuck used to play quite a bit, right?
Yep. Can squeeze that in if you have the money. Why not? You will be playing Headhunters pretty much the entire series. You can bank a little bit later. It makes sense to do that. Tech is unfolding there. We are going for a scout tower. So it doesn't feel like 40 is invincible in this early game. But yeah, this open base design allows the wolves and headhunters to get in. So adding a little bit of stability seems worth it. Getting caught now a little bit. First holy light, second holy light.
Now, before you have the aura of the paladin, the trading isn't as easy as it will be later on. You can still feel the bit of damage that is heading your way, especially with that attack upgrade just now finished. Headhunter count a little bit ahead of the rifles here.
Yep, 4 to 3, fifth one coming in as well, or 5 to 4 now it is. 40, of course, wants some upgrades as fast as possible, but rather on tier 2 with the long rifles. This is very, very exciting from the mid-game on, this matchup. The early 5-6 minutes until tier 2 is there. Oftentimes very timid, just exchanging some damage points. But Lin with the first exclamation mark, getting 1 worker.
Yeah, good starter stepping here. Lin putting in decent damage, getting that 1 peasant. I don't think it's going to be too problematic with the lumber breakpoints, especially if it's just tier 2. You know, with Blood Mage and more rifles, you don't need that much lumber normally. So, are we expecting to see the torrent stuff here, or what is likely to follow?
It's very hard to predict. It is the panda, so yes. And he turns around. Yes, please, stick there. Yes, he is harassing with the Farseer while creeping with the panda. I love to see it. It took them many, many, many months. And lots of arguments that this is not the way, but it is the way. Panda is creeping up to level 2. Farseer is making sure that there is no region scroll to be used, even though the shop isn't finished yet. Keeps tabs, and then it very, very, very much looks like the torrent stuff. Curious to see if he's mixing in walkers as well. Starbuck is inspiring orcs over there in Asia. While Remo is getting the door, Farseer is harassing once again. That is a lot of damage, and he will need a region scroll. Paladin, finally level 2. Focus, Lin, Soen, they were all of the opinion that you need a high-level Farseer at some point, while he's just a big orb carry. The wolves are kinda nice, Chain Lightning tickles a little bit and can get rid of region scrolls, but the carry is the panda. Question is, how can 40 punish this? And where? He still needs levels. He still needs army. He needs healing. He needs the Blonde Devil, long rifles, and attack upgrade ready. And the Blood Mage can then bring the items. Cloak of Shadows gone. No items. Double region scroll. Okay, that is interesting. While the panda is creeping up a storm. Lin feels very comfortable here. Has the troll regen, that is fine. He's not taking any damage whatsoever. He's not even going for reinforced defenses, and the burrows are far in the back. Oh man, what a difference it makes if you harass the Pally rifle player. Now the regen is here. Little bit of chip damage, maybe Farseer can retreat now, as long as he makes sure that there is level 3 panda. That should be fine, but maybe he's falling in a little trap and fighting now, but it's just a little green, and that's precisely level 3. A Regent Scroll or a heal self would be nice now. And then we are in fighting shape. I very much like this early game by Lin. This seems to be the most promising build against the Pally Rifle. We also getting the Walker. It's all coming together, finally.
Yeah, I'm interested to see if he's going to be able to pull that off. This, I almost want to call it would have called it the Hitman build, but it's not, because it's Walkers. I guess Hitman, what he was talking about was the Torrents instead. I remember when I talked to Lin about when it was all the desperation about Pally Rifles, I was like, what about Panda second, and then you creep up with him? Could that work, maybe? Fascia harassing? And Lin was like, oh, maybe I'll try it. One day later, he messages me back. He's like, ha ha ha, so bad. Ha ha, Blood Mage, Steel Panda, no mana, ha ha, so bad.
Yeah, it took some time. I had a similar exchange with Focus where at one point the only answer I got was ... Which is kind of the same, just expressed differently. Turns out we were right all along. And the Starbucks and the Lemesis who wrote a guide were also right. We got a Firelord surround on the Panda. With that Wand of the Wind, keeps it close. It's a double surround! 40! All of a sudden! Oh my god, what is happening? Firelord extinguished!
No.
He gets the cloak. Do we have any reveal, maybe? Fascia is coming with the TP and a heal pod. This could turn out to be a little bit of a trap. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. That's one rifle down. That's the second rifle soon to be down. Lin still getting out there. Not enough damage to threaten that Panda, but god damn was Lin dodging a bullet here.
Yeah, that was still pretty painful. The Fire Lord, I guess he's going to be back soon, but it's also cost a lot of mana. Mana is very important in this matchup as well. And it seems to me like 40 is finding a better and better position here for himself. He is going tier 3 as well, by the way.
Let's freaking go. Inner Fire or Griffins is the question. How many Headhunters do we have? 6? 6 is not an overwhelming amount. Both possible. First off, we go into the base. There is no reinforced defenses. And we storm across and we do a lot of damage.
Alright, in we go. Fascia is out of mana, but that's okay. He was low mana anyways, only level 2. He's got the Orb of Lightning, which could proc here, possibly. There's the Soul Burn. Panda, Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze in the back. Good damage. There's one heal scroll against him.
No mana potion, no invul potion on the Panda, so there should be no additional Breath of Fire, which makes life a lot easier. 440, we got that Holy Light level 2, the Blood Mage standing in the middle of it all. Panda is basically reduced to being a grunt. The Torrent can't connect because the Headhunters were blocking a little bit, very unfortunate. 40 going for the surround again, and this time no TP. He has to chew through that big potion though.
40 turning his attention again towards the Berserkers. We have many of them still on the field. Mana Siphon here didn't turn out too good. Quickly broken. There's one more Soul Burn as well that could be used, but Lin hurt on many of his units. Mispositioning one of the Berserkers here. Might be losing that, but he is working with superior move speed if he activates that Berserk.
What the hell is happening, Remo? I don't understand. There is a push with Militia and a shop while he's on the way to tier 3 and transitioning into Griffins. Is this just the ultimate fake that Lin is not suspecting this tier 3 transition?
Oh, Purge! First hit Purge, the classic on the Blood Mage here, but tanky enough. So much mana on the Paladin still. So much healing on the human side.
Right on. Militia retreating. He's giving up that shop. He got a heal potion. Invo potion is his as well. Panda can't really get a foot on the ground. He has that mana potion, then he has to go for the combo. At the moment, the Blood Mage is right next to him, though. Suck, 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 suck. Not enough mana for the combo at the moment. That's why you need these Invo potions if you are the Panda. No Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire combo. One mana potion for a breath is not that efficient. The Torrent's been taken out. We do have Ancestral Spirit, so that helps. Paladin might finally be forced into that big healing. 40 is losing 1 or 2 units as the Torrent is back, but he's also gaining quite some XP.
Fireload here pretty hurt, could perhaps be taken out. Paladin was running out of mana, but now finally siphoned back onto him. Lots of healing still on his side, but not that much damage anymore, I guess. The rifle numbers are low.
I don't really understand what 40 is doing here. He's giving up so many rifles. He's down to 37 food. That is nothing. Now a full transition to Griffins, maybe? Lin was able to get the Tauren back. This Headhunter falls. He had a TP the entire time and decided he doesn't want to use it.
He just bought a Staff of Sanctuary. If Lin was looking in the inventory, he will know now about the tier 3. But yeah, that was a bit of a feeding frenzy, wasn't it? Rifle production stops for now. Second aviary coming up for Griffins. But, I mean, there could be Berserkers. But if Lin makes the mistake of going too heavy on Taurens, that could still be very painful for him.
Yeah, that is something that Focus and Lin both did recently. Also, still no reinforced defenses, so Griffins will have an easy time to shred through all the burrows in the back.
A player's forces are under attack.
Here we go. First Griffin out.
Another Tiny Great Hall. Worked quite well earlier against Happy on quite a few of the maps. I would say the Tiny Great Hall was responsible for 2 of the map wins, in fact. And right now, 40 is absolutely in 0 position to fight. He just lost too much earlier.
Cleans up supply. He is super low on lumber now as well. Griffins. How expensive are they in lumber? I actually don't know.
Don't know either off the top of my head. Like, probably 60, 70 or something.
Okay, Blood Mage gets hit with the Soul Burn as so often. Lin is charging up an attack to distract from his expansion, so that can't be harassed. Did he see the Griffin already? He must have, and he's doubling down with a second Rax with additional income. Then Mass Headhunter should be the play. Bad Riders oftentimes don't work that well as the armor is growing and growing and growing on the human side with the Devotion Aura.
A player's forces are
But yeah, 40 has a challenge ahead of him.
Yeah, uphill challenge for sure. I like the double racks. Mass Berserkers, absolutely a possibility. Some upgrades would be nice to get on them as well. Actually, he's got 1-1 already. That's quite solid. If there's a chance to win a fight, I think it's right now, with the Berserker count low.
Going for more creeping. Griffins, of course, creep very fast. Drunk Ship, thank you for the 13 month. No Storm Hammers just yet. We had to go up to 50. Lumber is still an issue. So Lin knows the attack is rolling towards that expo. It is only 3 Headhunters. I would love to see a Mountain King on Fortitude side.
That might take quite a bit more time. It feels like there's not much time left for anything to be done for Fortitude. He's going over to the red camp, which cannot be crept by Griffins, by the way, the big Magnetor. Also inviting Lin to a creepjack. This game is looking amazing now for the Orc.
Yeah, Rifles can try to go for this Magnetor. There's a little bit of an issue on that Blood Mage. Needs a Holy Light. Farseer was in the mix trying to steal it, but the Magnetor is still up. Power of Griffins, tremendous. With the positioning over the forest.
One thing Lin here is lacking is Raiders. He did finally make a bestiary later on with the resources from the expansion, but didn't make any Raiders yet. A bit low on lumber there as well. Positioning there indeed wonderful on the Griffins, but the army size difference is noticeable as well.
Kills the Tauren now to bring them back with mana only and full HP. Stormhammers missing, third hero missing, counter expansion missing, if that's even a thing. Lin, build a bestiary for Raiders to yoink these Griffins out. If he kills walkers here, that's kinda nice. But yeah, he has no solution to take these corpses away.
Griffins min-maxing pretty well here. Should be getting another kill. Oh, no, the heal scroll. Keeping everything safe for now, alive. But 70 supply. Big ass army for Lin.
And no flame strike against the Headhunters. That is also a bit problematic. I don't know if you need Banish that much with the 4-second cooldown. 40 still... It feels like he's distracting for something, but that's not the case. Last hit now. Who's gonna get it? Oh, again, Pali got it. Item on the ground. Hood of Cunning. Fastia is tempted and gets it. But important to keep the levels low on the Orc hero.
He doesn't even have Stormhammers, does he?
Nope, no lumber. He's queuing it now.
Okay, Mass Griffins can be dangerous in the late game, and Fortitude successfully prevented any Griffins from going down, but at the same time didn't get too many kills. And now, in front of the expansion, it's a wide open area. This is where Lyn would love to fight, where there's no trees. The Griffins now showing up indeed from behind the trees. Drunken Hate's Breath of Fire not hitting all of them, though, I think. But it's so many Berserkers.
Ooh, takes out a Walker. A rifle is falling. Step has been used, but there's only one. The End Snare comes in. Paladin in a world of trouble. Needs a TP soon. Trying to stay in this with the potion. Torrent being wrecked, but of course resurrectable. But he has no Walker anymore. Haha! Let's see if he can get back there with the Walker in 90 seconds. Otherwise, that corpse is gone. 40 fighting.
Trying his darndest. In fact, the supply is even, but the income certainly is not. Also, the Orc shop here at the Expo, really nice. You can always go for a mana potion if you need, even if you've been sucked dry. Speaking of which, the Blood Mage himself finds himself dry at the moment. But those Griffins, I gotta say, so far they've been working out better than I thought they would.
Yeah, Griffins are the ultimate late game for the human in many matchups. Stormhammers are upgraded now. Little shockwaves with every projectile. Blood Mage in trouble. Has that heal potion. Got it down. Soulburn hits him hard. And one Griffin falling. Still, the Taco War continues. 40 getting ready for an 80-foot army. He is losing a lot of HP. Nothing that a Regent Scroll couldn't fix. But for that, he has to go home. Heal Scroll it.
We got one Walker back, 250 mana, which is necessary, is available for the Ancestral Spirit res. Oh, quick, before the corpse is gone. All right, there we go.
Ooh, that was big.
One Walker makes a second.
Man, how would this look with Flame Strike? Blood Mage! Sleepy Fortitude. Had Holy Light ready, I think. Wasn't there. And also the staff on cooldown. Blood Mage too far forward, and Lyn seemingly having the opportunity now to get map number 1. He's on 2 bases, got that supply lead. The levels are looking damn fine. And 40 will mine out in 3 minutes.
That's a mistake you can't really make on 1 base versus 2 with an Orc. So well equipped on tier 3 with triple hero and everything. That should be a little bit too far behind now. By the way, do you know the answer to this? When you res a Walker, what's the mana that he's resed with?
I'm pretty sure I should know this, as it was a question in some quiz before, I guess. Maybe half the mana he died with? I don't know. Chat will know.
Yeah, so the last one that was resed was 150 mana. Question is it 150 normal? So that would be 25% mana pool? Or what, did he just die with 150 mana? No, it's definitely not 250. 25% of total? Okay, that would make sense.
Nerds that know this. Okay.
Lyn looking rather unstoppable at the moment. He's close to 2 level ups as well. On Farseer and Firelord. Pressuring the human main base.
How is he supposed to hold this without Flame Strike? I feel like that's the big mistake on 40. What did Banish really do in this game for him? He might have saved temporarily a Griffin here and there. But apart from that, I'm not a big lover. Level 2 Flame Strike would have been insane damage. But here we go. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Huge concave for Lyn, of course. Level 5 on the Pally.
Oh, a sick amount of damage raining in here from every angle. The Panda, though, is out of mana. The Breath of Fire not available anymore. Lyn's still taking this fight. Might this be an overstep? Probably not. He's got a huge army. He's going to force the TP out. The Pally was in trouble there as well. And the target fire is immense. And the first map goes to Lin.
Back-to-back Pally rifle games. Does the map do anything to this build? I mean, it's a short lane between the two bases. A push can always come. If they leave each other alone in the early-late game, this can get to absurd levels, but I don't think 40 will or should allow this. It is his first map pick, his first loser's pick. He should feel incredibly confident. This also was visible when Starbuck was playing versus Happy on this map. High pressure, high octane! Skimmy with the 50 euros, bro.
Yo!
Are you freaking crazy? Let's go, Lin, he says. All of a sudden, I feel like a little bit more of a Lin fanboy as well, and this early game is forcing a Holy Light already.
Yeah, that rifle was very close to dying, by the way. It's going to take at least one more Holy Light, maybe even two, to get this rifle back to healthy. This Paladin is going to have to use quite a bit of mana early on. He got the experience at least. Cloak of Shadows, I would say not that good, but at least he got a bit of XP. The Wolves continue to chase in the main, and Lin is once again trying to get in as much damage as he can early on.
Alrighty. Mana drain is always important, whether that's in the early game from the Orc side against the Paladin or later with the Blonde Devil against the Panda. Reaching the Tavern shouldn't be an issue here really on this map. 40 feels poised to use Militia creeping every time you call Militia. That is a little bit lower lumber for the tech, for the long rifles, for the attack upgrades. And as we've seen on game 1, a potential tier 3 tech.
Pally gets that full experience from the first camp, as is expected. He took a bit of damage as well, as is also expected. He would love to get over to the orange, to the ogres, and take those two out, get that level 2. But of course, that's exactly what Lin is trying to prevent. He's got 3 headhunters right here with his wolves, and a 4th one on the way. And again, the attack upgrade.
Right on. Militia this time, I was about to say not falling. No, retreat in time. That was quite a surprise on map 1 that he lost the worker there without really needing or having the need to. More headhunters, more rifle, the classic dance, second Holy Light only. This looks like a stable early for 40.
A player's forces are under attack.
Little bit of wolf. Oh.
There's going to be an Arcane Tower in the main here done soon as well. Should keep these peasants nice and safe. Clean game so far by both players, I would say. As we are soon to reach tier 2 for Lin. Are we going to see that Panda again?
Should be. I mean, Focus tried a Naga. That looked pretty bad, I gotta say. A little bit of tempo for like a minute and a half. And that was it. Totally falling off in the late game. Wouldn't advise to try that. Panda it is. But where and how to creep?
Yeah. There's a thing also about this build with the fast headhunters. You're trying to tech fast and also go to tier 3 pretty quickly. So you have to save money somewhere. That means no shop, no salves. So this Panda is going to be tanking the camps, but he has to be careful with which ones he takes, how far he can get, with what he can get away with. But I guess the Drunken Haze here is actually also very helpful with that.
Right on. Damage mitigation instead of AoE damage. Miss, 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 miss. Item is Ruined Bracers. Doesn't really do too much, but it's gold as the Farseer is harassing one more time. It's all fixable by one region scroll. So far, I like what we see on both sides. Lin with a fast tier 3 with a fast totem. Again, exposing the burrows a little bit for now. Is not queuing reinforced immediately, while 40 is still working on the tier 2. Blood Mage in production, rifles in production. Afterwards, I can only imagine long rifles, but lumber is a little low due to the early harass.
40 pushing in here very, very early as well. Far from level 3, just a handful of rifles in the level 2 Paladin. And this could be a surprisingly effective attack. He's going to cancel the shop. With Orc heroes already hurt, there's no cement upgrade. And Lin, he doesn't want to fight yet. He wants to drag this game out.
This is what you get when you still build the burrow forward, when you still don't go for the cement. Fortitude saw this on map 1. And Lin is gambling for this on map 2. banking on the fact that 40 is leaving him alone. That is not the case. Even pushing without the Blood Mage, who is on the way now with the double regen scroll. Really like the adjustment by 40.
Wall regen, I think, could also be very helpful right now. Get some sort of healing at
He
least.
has
It's not a very expensive upgrade.
That finished.
Ah, he's got it already. Never mind. What a baller.
Right on. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, but only on level 1. That doesn't do too much, contraire to the Siphon Mana and the Regen Scroll. At the moment, we're still fighting the turtle. Shouldn't... Ooh, Lin got it. One step closer to the level 3, but mana is already at 50%. Lin has to lick his wounds, but how when you don't have a shop?
That regen scroll is so good. Look at all that healing, baby. Nice and cheap. And the next camp being taken as well. It's not quite enough for Pally 3 though, so might not be super comfortable to keep pushing right after.
This is exactly how a Farseer is meant to be played. That's 2-3 regions cancelled. One of them rifles at 50%. If you have the presence of mind. You run into the Blood Mage though. It's, I think, a little unlucky for Lin that they both spawned on the same lane. With the map presence of Pally Rifle, he should have a hard time going to the shop, or he has to venture across the entire map to the other shop. And without invulns, it's really, really tricky to keep the mana up on the Panda against Siphon.
Yeah, that Burrow you mentioned, by the way. I think nowadays against human, you just never should build that forward Burrow, right?
Yes,
Especially when there's a Pally Rifle likelihood.
I mean, if you go for super fast cement, then I can see it. But, yeah. Otherwise, I...
Panda going forward, Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, good damage. We have one heal scroll to heal up that damage. The first Tauren is out as well, and the heal scroll has been burned already. Militia helping with the fight here as well. Panda still struggling with low HP.
Okay, can sacrifice a couple of peons for that. 40 behind this, taking to tier 3 once again. It's a very similar build to what 40 displayed on Northern Isles. Very unintuitive, but he's catching Lin a bit by surprise. One more time, he can't go to the shop, and that, was about to say, doesn't mean, or means that he can't go for an orb, but he has that orb already, plus a mana potion. There's still a good chance for Lin to fight 40 back.
Regen Scroll picked up as well, along with a mana potion. 40 hasn't lost any units in quite a while. I guess same goes for Lin. Tauren going forward, but taking a lot of damage. That Tauren might go down right away. We don't have Master Training yet.
That's right. Breath of Fire connecting one more time. Mana potion gone. Tauren gone. Exchanged for a rifle. Maybe even 2. But the Holy Light is at the ready. If he can fall back now, there is a heal scroll up for grabs. Peasants falling. The Panda is doing a superb job. And the Blood Mage is just dead. Again, a Holy Light was ready, but not used, with the Pally being a bit too far down. 40 showing flaws in his play.
Pally Rifles all of a sudden looking beatable today. Of course, there's going to be a follow-up later on tier 3. We are expecting to see Griffins again, but there's no Aviary yet.
That is true. He could go Inner Fire instead when he's not a fan of the Griffins. Pally didn't get items here. The heal scroll goes to Lin, and heal scroll's a super important item for both players. Assuming that he's going for Flame Strike this time. Disenchant upgrade.
It seems like 40 is again in a rough spot here. Does Lin feel far enough ahead to try to go for a tiny again? Doesn't have the gold unless he sells that TP.
That was surely a game-winning move on Northern Isles, but I feel like that fight on Northern Isles was even better than this one. Blood Mage still hasn't decided. He goes Banish now again. Very interesting. And we queue more rifles. So far, the only thing that tier 3 did to him was the Staff of Sanctuary.
Farseer getting caught here. We have a double Fire Lord now. Okay, who's gonna soul burn whom better?
This is for... Oh, I thought it's for Incinerate. to get rid of the corpses of the Tauren and the Walkers. But yeah, he is going for Soul Burn first, which is also an interesting choice.
So he could Soulburn the other Firelord to prevent Soulburn on his side, or Soulburn the Panda when he's running in to stop that Breath of Fire.
That's right. Nice little silence. We got a heal scroll against that. Panda has no mana potion, but at least a Wand of Mana Stealing, which is quite okay. Army, though, a little favored for Lin, I would say. One Walker, one Tauren, but no Master Training yet still. He's going double Tauren.
Not so easy to afford off of one base. Tauren's 300 gold these days, but they have lots of nice benefits to enjoy on this patch.
Yeah. They can be recycled, and they can't be slowed. That's why we don't see any Sorks. I mean, they can be slowed, but only for a couple of seconds.
Well, Lin's very low lumber, by the way. Couldn't afford Master Training this whole time. Too low.
This also, by the way, means that Polymorph on Tauren also lasts like a second.
Yep.
Otherwise,
not that amazing.
Yep. Otherwise, that would have been a solid solution to them. But Resistance Skin makes it possible.
Overlord here, giving the big item, Claws plus 12. Not bad, actually, on those ranged heroes, either Firelord or Farseer. Firelord has faster attack speed, right? Would be nice on him.
I agree. Okay, calm before the storm. 40 is checking. It's very rare that a Pally Rifle player is scouting, because usually, or in the past, they didn't care what they're up against. They didn't have to scout. Lol. But now, they see the Orc army coming. 40 has a TP, double heal scroll on both sides. Inventory is solid, and so are levels. We get the aviary now that he confirmed double totem, but that is a bit too late.
And level 4 so strong already. Oh, that Breath of Fire is doing good damage. We need a TP home stat. Here it comes now. The item was picked up. Hood of Cunning on the Blood Mage. But it's a slaughter against the peasants as so often. Also, nice scout there, seeing the timing of the aviary as it's just finishing now. And Lin seems to be getting more and more ahead bit by bit. Still making more Taurens, but also Berserkers will be necessary.
Right on. Last game he had double Barracks. This time he has double Totem. Makes it harder for him to counter, as there's no anti-air really in that Tauren Totem. Griffins counter both units. Hard counter both units that are coming. Walkers and Tauren alike. A little bit of a sprint towards the shop once again. 40 has 400 gold, rather rich. Stays in no upkeep the entire time. We got 8 workers that should still be fine. 4 griffins, but 40 just simply marching across with the new TP into Lin's base. We got a base trade.
A player's forces are under attack.
One Tauren being caught in the back with a banish, trying to take it out, but that all takes a while. Time in which Lin is going to hit the econ again.
Not a fan of chasing that Tauren. What's it really doing? We got the first birdie up. Lin is attacking the blacksmith, preventing some upgrades. The armor upgrades especially important. Blood Mage home alone. Now he's getting reinforced. This doesn't look like a strong army at all. Lin willing to fight at home here. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire on everything. That Griffin is in a horrible spot, being attackable by every single headhunter. Now, this Tauren can't get back because of Incinerate, and that's the big strength and difference of that Firelord. Speaking of which, Firelord in a bit of a weird situation. We see a strong Chain Lightning, but the heal scroll against it, and we got more of that. Oh my, another breath.
And the mana potion for the Panda is still available. This could be a slaughter on both ends. The militia are actually helping out quite well over here. And mana-wise, the human is still far ahead. Perhaps 40 can turn this around in his favor. Wait, there's no TP. There's no TP. Lin is stuck in here.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Another Tauren is about to fall. The Blood Mage is giving him mana heal potion as well. Level 3 on the Blood Mage. 40, can you do it? Everything is burning. These rifles, man. That's 9 supply about to go down. Huge supply lead for Lin, but the Farseer falls. The potions are all on the Panda. Fire Lord extinguished as well. The Griffins reposition a little bit. Imagine Flame Strike on this position, but maybe Incinerate can do a similar job.
Panda dropping lower now as well, but has double potion, still can keep fighting here, I guess. Lin lost a lot, but so did 40. 40 has only 1 peasant left. He can't really rebuild right now. This is a wonky heckin' engagement. A torrent might be going down as well. Lin falling back. He does come out ahead, clearly in supply, but there was a lot of experience for the human heroes.
And this is one example of why I told people on stream, and it was a risk to do that. I love Pele rifle games versus Orc these days, man. It is just bonanzas. With all that hero action, with Panda, AoE everywhere, Flame Strike on top is like the cherry on the cake, etc. So much action going on, and it's wild. So who recovers better now? We need a couple of workers to get 5 out of 5 again at the very least. Lin, on the other side, has to rebuild 2 heroes on level 3. That is a combined 220 seconds or a Tavern Revive, which is super expensive.
Necessary though, otherwise it would just take too long, I guess. And 40. Feeling a bit of confidence surging within him again.
He has very little crowd control, only a little bit of banish. And that makes it so that Lin can run away from him. He got a little side exit here into the base, coming in very handy. That Beastery will also come up. Maybe Raiders again, but he needs Ensnare, and that is more time necessary. Lin still in the process of licking his wounds.
Buster about to be back. A little bit of mana is going to be on his side, but not much. He's going to have that Orb of Lightning as well. Some decent right-click items also. A little bit of a purge there on the Pally. He's, I guess, the most vulnerable target here.
He is. He can be banished, of course. If there's no Chain Lightning, you can do that. Holy Light must be ready this time. Unlike twice before in this series, when the Blood Mage fell.
We're back to even supply, though. The economy is in full effect again, at least gold-wise, on the human side. And the Griffins owning these walkers, of course.
The heroes by Lin looking so strong, man. It's 50% on the Fire Lord. Paladin can't heal himself. And 40 also with that weaker economy. But the Blonde Devil again, the glue that puts it all together. Walker might be killed. Needs an Incinerate attack though. Ah, tricky. Can be revived if he goes for the kill. Oh, Soul Burn. Still revive immediately.
I think I'd like to see a second Orb of Lightning on the Panda, so you can attack these Griffins.
Burrow. Still no upgrade.
Oh yeah, the burrows. Oh, paper burrows. Careful.
Very, very much exposed. What a tug of war. Exotic strategies in full effect in all their beauty.
Heal once again so strong here to keep these Griffins alive. It's so hard to take them out. They have 7.5 armor. And the Fire Lord goes down for Lin. This might be falling apart right now.
Oh, we'll see about that, man. Lin needs to play, that's for sure. Griffins are being targeted. Can he save himself with another Holy Light for sure? Panda has all the drinks in the world. An Invo Potion, a Mana Potion. Can he burn that Paladin to a crisp? Banish! Do the rescue. Breath of Fire just when the banish was out. Perfect timing there. Headhunters are trying to target, but there's a Paladin again. This is crazy close.
Seems to me like the Griffins are owning right now. The piercing damage from the Berserkers perhaps not enough. Mana seems to be low almost everywhere at the moment. And the Pally super fast to maneuver. Siphon mana. Oh, that's big. So much mana being stolen and given over. 40 also with tons of gold.
Yes.
I feel like he's got this now.
I was about to make the same call here. No Griffin production, no rifle production during that fight. All focus on the micro, as it was very, very, very hectic to keep this Paladin alive. Now, what? Can we get some Incinerates off? Can he pop them? When the Headhunters are gone, what's going to stop these Griffins?
Where's the Ensnares? We don't have too many. Siphon and Soulburn on the enemy Panda. Pally staying off the back for the heal, and that's gonna do it. Lin's gonna tap out, and 40 ties it up.
So probably one more later Pally early rifle, and then we dance as Fortitude knows that Lin is storming across right away. Or is he throwing another curveball and goes creeping? But it shouldn't really be allowed despite the lack of scouting. I know, he's storming right across. Last chance to go for a turtle camp. Not interested in the slightest.
Look at the burrow positioning for Lin, by the way. I like that. This time, very cautiously placed in the back. Will be very hard to reach for the gun peoples.
The gun peoples, the rifle people. We got a little bit of militia creep, but he's getting caught by Lin immediately, losing half HP on that rifle person. Well, it's an interesting sight to see a paladin with his short little axe chasing against the Farseer when he's needed at home against the wolf. But militia are arresting that wolf, the big bad one, and all is saved.
Knocking on the front door with the headhunters more and more streaming in from the main base. Investing in them makes sense. First attack upgrade already. As we saw in the previous maps, we're going to have lots of headhunters. Later on, will be rebranded as berserkers, which is a big coolness factor upgrade, I gotta say.
Because they get more muscles?
They get more muscles, they get bigger, they get an ability, they get to roar, wow, and then they run fast, and they are also a little less healthy when they do that. Is that perhaps is it a commentary on the bodybuilding scene? You get bigger, you get more muscular, but you also get less healthy?
They're probably taking steroids with their tier 3 upgrades.
Whatever it takes to beat pally rifles, bro.
Well, with the tier 3 edition and the Griffin, it truly feels like this strategy is on steroids. But Lin finding ways around it. So far, the classic stalemate again. With lots of holy lights to be spent, and 40 not really in danger of losing anything here.
Lin is testing 40 here with the wolf in the main, but good reactions all the time. There's not so many things yet that you have to take care of. Mana pool on the pally is looking okay. He's gonna have 2 more holy lights, 3 more in a little while. Farseer might be running out of mana first.
And then it's time to retreat soon anyway, as the tavern is calling. The panda wants to be collected. He's getting thrown out. Didn't have allowance to stay any longer. And then it's time to creep. I'm very curious about that creep route again here.
There he is. Panda shows up. Now the trick again will be with the panda to creep up to level 3 or at least get close to it even without having a shop for a very long time. Ideally, you do not want to be bothered by the human. But 40 is pushing towards the center of the map right now. Of course, Farseer scouting everything nicely. 40 probably wants to make sure that the panda isn't creeping this camp here at the shop, which indeed he is not. He's there at the green. And opportunity for the first big engagement here. Panda, what did he skill?
Drunken Haste with a mischance on targets. Farseer again harassing. I like that approach by Fortitude for now to slow down the panda, but I guess he expected Lin to take a bigger camp with bigger impact. This was just a turtle camp, and it's only 0.5 of a level. He could have spent that time probably better in creeping himself. Needs another holy light very soon, but the Blood Mage in production. Same for tier 3 for Lin.
All the rifles a bit bruised already, but we have a shop up right away. On the previous map, we saw how just 1 region scroll can be such a great help. In fact, there 40 picked up 2 region scrolls right away, which I thought was kind of neat.
Both games, actually. That seems to be his thing. As long as the Farseer is around and harassing. But yeah, that is truly the perfect setup for region scroll. We're waiting for it. Steps away. Couple of steps away. Panda is creeping on the left-hand side with an illusion harassing him, but just gathering information.
Paladin 2.5. Completely out of mana already, but of course the Blood Mage is going to change that soon. When that fast here. Taking a few too many bullets to the grill. Has to fall back now. Just in time as the shop finished. He can now heal thanks to the salves.
Okay. Panda is level 3 pretty much precisely. We got the troll region in the works. We got the Torrent Totem up. Then all we need is a Fire Lord, Torrent, Lightning Orb. Oh, Heal Scroll battle won by Lin.
Oh, that's big, right?
Aye. What's
Great
this
positioning here. Great play with the Farseer, which seems a bit deceptive because Farseer has 0 experience, but he did exactly what he was supposed to do.
Exactly. Now he's gonna sell the town portal, maybe grab up that orb. A little short on resources at the moment because that is truly a lot, but he has enough money for that Fire Lord, and Lin is hitting an excellent timing.
They're kind of baiting that soul burn, of which we're gonna have quite a few. Panda would love to get in range for the Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Would love to see these items also pass a little bit over. Slippers, hell yeah, gives them to the Fire Lord. Fire Lord actually scales amazingly with Agi.
That's right. More attack speed, especially once Incinerate is up. Gotta build up these stacks that do more damage the more often you attack. Paladin, 50%. Rifles also hurt. The tier 3 tech again in production for Fortitude. And this time, he's not pushing, but he's the one being pushed during the tech.
Yeah, Fortitude is lacking this heal scroll so bad, dude. That's why Lin has so much confidence to push across the map into the enemy base. Great movement, really playing well around this soul burn, the siphon as well. Not using soul burn every time. He knows that if he's in the right position, he can just walk out of range. Here, the siphon leash range also has made a huge difference.
And we have another adjustment, by the way. Fortitude is going Flame Strike, no Banish anymore. So not only is he lacking some healing, he also can't save units into a different dimension. Instead, he will be doing a lot more damage. Now, Lin is poking. He might prevent, or he might kill that blacksmith. That means no more rifles then. Does it prevent Griffin Aviary? Or Griffins? Or, you know, it doesn't matter and he just repairs.
Yeah, repairs, all good. Second Torrent Totem is coming up, by the way. Lin is again struggling with low lumber. This seems to be kind of difficult to manage with this playstyle. He still would love to get pulverized, would love to get master trading, but
yes, it's
can't afford it right now.
He's just investing into a defense upgrade, into a totem, into another burrow. I think this will even out. Not that his lumber economy is flawed necessarily. Peon position is a bit off, I guess, but also 40 isn't really online yet. Going for a lumber mill second upgrade. He would love to have a Fire Lord most likely. And level 3 for the big Flame Strike.
A player's forces are under attack.
Second heal scroll going to the Orc as well. I could see Lin actually going for a tiny here. He's got double heal scroll. He should be hugely favored in a fight.
Already? This sounds like a trap. I feel like you need to win at least one fight to be able to afford that tiny. You still need more. Still need upgrades.
Nah, you can do it. Lin, you can do it. Trust me. Go for the tiny. Screw it.
I mean, if you want 40 to win, then that's a good advice.
Nah, trust me, bro. Just trust me, bro. It's gonna work. It's gonna work.
A player's
He's
forces
not going for it, though.
attack.
Instead, it's 40 in upkeep now. We have the third hero, Fire Lord again. Spell casting now is going to be extremely important on both sides.
We got the Griffins.
Very quietly, 40 has gotten far ahead in experience.
Yeah, he prepped the lab, which Lin is taken now. That should even it out. But Lin is not contesting the left-hand side, where we got so much XP. And big items as well. Heal wards would be fantastic against Panda. But 40 could have gotten a heal scroll now, I think. He's so rich. Gets a mana stone, which is sweet. But it will revolve around heal scrolls. And 40 is not even making a step towards it.
8 supply lead with even gold between the two players. Continuing to creep up.
Both are leaving the heal scroll and invo potion alone. I feel like the panda needs an invo potion. It's mandatory for this build.
Why didn't you do it 2 minutes earlier if you were gonna do it, Lin?
Call him.
The heck?
Okay, interesting. We got the first heal scroll and the invo potion both stolen, so now the next invo potion is 140 away. And as I said, for the panda, you really want to break the tether of the blood mage with that invo potion and stay in that fight. First griffins are out, second griffin is coming. And we got that flame strike, man. I feel like this expansion is a big liability for Lit.
It'll take a while for the rifle army to move up here. Might be hitting the main base first, where burrows could be going down very quickly. Red camp being taken by Lin. What is the item? Oh, very good one. Move speed with the unholy aura.
And natural HP regen. Great against AoE, which there is quite a bit. Lin, not perfectly set up yet, but at least he's home. Forty is very close to level 2 devotion. Builds a shop in the back. Love that.
Not many griffins at all yet, right? The mounting damage here is actually minimal. It's mainly rifles still, so against that the Taurens are really good. Of course, if the Taurens are killed with Incinerate, there's going to be no corpse and no res.
7.5 armor on these griffins. Flame strike is not connecting too much. Scroll of the Beast on one side. We have a counter Scroll of the Beast if he wants to. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, Blood Mage catches the Holy Light this time. Ancestral Spirit is ready. Might need it soon. Incinerate. Oh yeah, gets rid of it. Super important. Here's the Flame Strike, and that ruins the positioning on the right-hand side a little bit. But Lin, the damage is crazy.
Yeah, with the Flame Strike coming out, also that means less mana on the human side. It's not just only Holy Light all the time. Panda charging in, no mana anymore, but a heal scroll still. Nice Flame Strike there in the back line. Pally really hurt.
Yeah, because of that Flame Strike, he ignited himself. That was a bit unfortunate. He moved out of it rather quickly. Also, Lizard blocking. The Blood Mage needs another Holy. There it is. 40 has to retreat, lick his wounds. Oh, a Kingdom for Priest or a heal scroll now.
Yeah, and on the way back, one heal scroll should easily be picked up. Does he have the gold for 2? Perhaps not. 40 still has a formidable army. And still clearly more mana than the opposition. But he is damaged. Did he buy something there from the market? Not sure.
I don't think so. Don't see it really. Still healing. Blood Mage needs a Siphon soon. Especially on that Fire Lord would be amazing. Or Panda, of course. Mana potion on the Panda. Love to see it. Still no Invo potion. He kind of ignores it. And that would be the perfect moment for the Invo potion. He has a soul burn against it for now.
Panda having him with increased move speed is pretty nice to get him in range for that Breath of Fire. This aura actually was amazing. Oh, deny on the Tauren. He's going to res him.
Back he is.
There was a corpse this time.
They're right on. For now. Pulverize dodged. Headhunter army is growing stronger and stronger. Blood Mage doesn't have much mana at all. Needs to suck him dry. That Panda, no chance. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire coming in soon, I guess. Chain Lightning with that combo. Wombo AoE combo for Lin. Where is that Flame Strike? It's the perfect option. Let's go.
Sick damage from the Flame Strike. Lin just stands in it, eats it, uses the heal scroll to heal up against it. But this human army all of a sudden seems hard to deal with. Supply lead on the human side.
Soul burn immediately against the tether. The Griffins are not doing as much damage as before. We try to retreat. 2 rifles about to fall. 3 saves 2 of them. But Lin holds that Expo at 53. Everything hurt. Troll region will come in. Who's faster at the shop? And oh my god, that Farseer is already on the way.
Really cool game here. Great exchanges once again between these two. Oh, the Fire Lord is... I mean, the Blood Mage stuck in the main. The tower is blocking him. Ah! This is so much time. This is so much time.
He can move. He can Flame Strike out if he wants to. Okay. Oh, that is...
Fortitude has a big army. He didn't lose much. 70 supplies still. By the way, little funny moment. Did you catch that at the fight in the north? So the panda was soul burned, and then he crit with a soul burn minus damage. The crit was 20.
Yeah, I love that, man. Soul burn is such a crazy damage mitigation, 75%. Had some funny moments when Night Elves tried to counter a Blade Master with that soul burn. Similar effect. It's always hilarious.
Panda now has the invuln and the mana potion. You were asking for it, and now he shall be able to use it if necessary. I feel like this human army is looking more terrifying, though. Especially backed up by these strong heroes. Dude, if the Blood Mage gets level 5...
Yeah.
He's gonna be the king of the fire damage, not the panda.
That's right. So much fire damage in general, by the way. 4 out of 6 heroes have fire damage. Oh, no items available. 40 seconds till invul, 1 minute 20 till heal scroll. Lyn is still mining from the 2 bases.
Then adding in a Kodo Beast. If he gets that one out with upgrade, that would be a huge amount of bonus damage, but he's not there yet.
Little bit of a catch here. Yep, Berserker for free. Messes up the army a little bit. Again, an invite for Flame Strike. Oh, Soul Burn. Wouldn't this spell be amazing, but you can't afford Priest at the moment. We go for the 3rd defend upgrade.
So much armor on the human side. Not much mana on the panda anymore, by the way. But I guess he has that mana pot. Here's the Kodo. The upgrade is coming. Berserker damage also getting crazy.
But Griffin should be able to kill that Kodo if it's moving forward, so I think we don't devour. Heal scroll on 40. That was... Oh, that is important. Lyn will probably get the next one, which is ready in 13 seconds. He can easily afford it. Double mana potion now on the panda. Blood Mage.
Purge. But of course there's Holy Light.
Yeah, that was quite an efficient mana trade. He gets some Siphon out, 2 spells used. He can counter it by 1 Holy Light.
Dead even supply. 40 has only 3 minutes left, though. That's when the mains run out, and that's when his options will be very limited. He's upgrading his army as well. 2-3 on the rifles, about to be 1-3 on the griffins.
Do you know if attack upgrades scale with Stormhammers? I don't really know how Stormhammers work.
I don't know the details either, but I would think it has to do with their attack value.
I don't know. Maybe it's oh, Flame Strike. Maybe it's a fixed value. Chat, maybe you do know. Soul Burn on a Raider?
Wait, does that work?
No.
Okay.
No, it doesn't. Blood Mage has no mana. Army is looking good on the right-hand side, being caught. Oh man, this is so chaotic. Heal scroll burned already. Lyn still has 2.
Panda's doing most of the damage here, as it seems. The Stormhammers now are kicking in and doing big damage. Heal scrolls against that. Blood Mage in trouble as well. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. Invo Potion is there. Doesn't want to get mana drained. Can 40 break through here? Blood Mage almost went down. Needs that Holy Light now. More than ever.
What's he doing? Oh, Holy Light. Oh, okay. I thought, man, he is taunting with 5 HP. How the hell is that possible? 25 seconds till the next heal scroll. I think we all saw in these fights how crucial these items are over and over and over again. 4 production buildings on Lyn's side. He is pumping back to 78. And how crazy to say, the Pally Rifle player needs mana.
Yeah, that's the thing about Flame Strike. It costs quite a bit of mana. You're not going to have full mana at all times. Then back to the shop. Invulns and heal scrolls here. Also very important. He's going to pick up the next one. 2 now on him. Should be given over from the Fire Lord, who's holding 2 right now.
Soul Burn instantly. No chance for a Siphon. And I guess the Blood Mage needs a mana potion? Did I just say that?
Oh, speed scroll is activated. Lin is pushing in. Panda, perfect position. Drunken Hates Breath of Fire didn't get soul burned. I think Fire Lord is a little bit too low mana there on the human side. Chain Lightning as well. Lots of rifles now in danger, trying to keep him alive. Next Breath of Fire. Boom! Gets one and probably a second. No, actually. Those get away.
Mana potion is still available on the Farseer, and again we retreat and we wait it out. There's no reason for Lin to push. The longevity for him is a lot bigger. 10 minutes of mining freely available. It's a minute until the heal scroll. He can grab the Invo potion exactly. Staff as well to grab some mana potions and clarities. Might open up an opportunity, one last opportunity for Fortitude to push again with one heal scroll if he can afford another minute. This is a little bit of a chance as the Panda isn't here though.
Huge arc on the Berserkers coming in from every angle. Siphon now going through nicely on the Farseer. He has not much mana left, but the Panda coming in. He is the main damage dealer here. Drunken Hates, Breath of Fire, huge damage again. Flame Strike on the other side, but just not many Flame Strike to be used. Griffin's trying to take out the left side flank. On the right, we have lots more Berserkers, still very healthy though.
Paladin in trouble if he's nuked now. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, Pally burning. He can't heal himself. He can only stab. Firelord about to be extinguished. The Pally! Can he save himself somehow? Invis, Invol, anything? Holy smokes, he gets that Holy Light out. 40, are you actually doing this? Heal scroll worth 1 million gold. Panda marching forward. Flame Strike level 3. He's walking right in. Paladin close to 5, but everything is bruised. He got that heal scroll.
One Chain Lightning comes in. Everything's so damaged. If only the Panda had a mana potion, but he doesn't. 40 could pick off a lot of stuff here. He's got the supply lead still.
Firelord! Oh my god! He's out of the fight, but not out of the game. This is crazy. Which hero will fall? There has to be a hero falling, and that will decide the game.
One more Holy Light comes in. Oh my god, the human heroes here are ridiculously strong. With a Orb of Lightning trying to pick off more targets. One more Griffin here about to fall. Gets it. That's level 4. Not a very impactful level, I guess, for this Farseer. Supply dead even. What is this game, dude?
Jesus! This Warcraft perfection! Unbelievable! That one heal scroll. He must have rapid fired that heal scroll button. I hope his key is alright. Still, Lin mining. Better chances for recovery. Blood Mage taunting. He knows a Holy Light will be there. Again, Paper Burrows instantly knocked out. Lin not supply block though. Any chance for 40 to close it out? He has to. There is long distance mining going on, but no chance to erect the town hall. A
little bit more mana for the soul burn. Here comes the Siphon. The soul burn to prevent the other soul burn, and that's a lot of mana being passed over.
Soul Burnception, dude. What the hell is going on? The depth, the strategic depth in this matchup are really something else. Griffin? Oh, and Snare Griffin for free!
That's a crucial unit right now, dude. It's one of only 3 Griffins.
But in the meantime, we push towards the expo. There's no Flame Strike. At the moment, he's taking care of the peons. No level ups nearby. No TP. If we fight here, he's stuck.
It's now on the Griffins. In we go. Panda has no mana unless he uses the mana potion, which he will. Drunken Hates with a fire, huge damage. Blood Mage in trouble, and Blood Priest is dead. The Holy Light a little bit too late, and that must be enough. That must do it.
The carry is dead. The Blonde Devil is dead, and Lin takes this crazy, crazy game. Possibly the game of the tournament so far. Starbuck versus 40 was so far my favorite series, but I think we got a new contender here.
There are some possibilities, some plays to be made, but it seems like the most hype result that we get is like one peasant kill, which actually shouldn't happen if the human is on top of things.
Yeah, we've seen when a good orc player faces an unexperienced human player, the human player will never leave the base. It's over in 5 minutes. We've seen that in Starbuck versus TH. That was, on this map, quite frustrating experience for TH right after his comeback, though. He'll probably find solutions towards that. He can just take a look at 40 and copy and put maybe a spin on things. Always one wolf to the left-hand side. Love it. Forces militia calls right away, but also the tech here not delayed whatsoever. No worker falling, no big damage done.
Since you mentioned Starbuck, by the way, I wonder how much Pele Rifle potential there is tomorrow in his match against 120.
Ooh. Yeah, 120 is a horrible anti-Pella rifle player.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it like that exactly, but...
You can be blunt, man.
like...
I've said this many times on the broadcast. He is trash versus Pele rifle.
Does he even play Cryptlord right now?
It depends.
Sure, actually.
Sometimes yes, sometimes no. He had some interesting Dreadlord experiments. But I guess we'll see that tomorrow in what mood he is.
All right. Linnea's pressuring here with his headhunters. The first attack upgrade finished once again right now. We're going to tier 2. We know what's going to be happening. Next, it's going to be Panda, Torn Totem Walkers.
A player's forces are under
It's
attack.
crazy, by the way, how different this is when you see Lin maneuver this late game army of orcs, and then you compare it to Focus, who also had like the first game against 40 was quite nice. He still lost it though, but then afterwards he fell apart. This ain't happening here, Lin. That was a question for like 2 weeks. Can he get in shape once again? Yeah, he is the one true war chief, and the title of the best orc in the world is again very much undisputed.
It's so insane, right? When Lin's on point, we're like, oh man, he's playing so well. Oh man, he's having a dig run. Man, Orc is looking good. 2 months later, he's in bad shape, and we're like, man, Orc is looking garbage. Nobody's winning anything.
Well, didn't we kind of come up with the consensus that it's the players, not the race?
Yeah, but it's hard to not have that feeling when Lin is in a bad shape, and all of a sudden no Orc is winning anything. You know, it will feel that way, especially to Orc players.
Well, for Orc players, of course, they probably watch this game and write down a list of complaints already because Lin lost the map.
Or also a popular strategy from the whining camp is to make a list of the mistakes that the human is making, and that's the only reason why the Orc got a chance.
And of course, you can't forget that you can still not play Witch Doctors in this matchup. Could actually be quite sick, but I guess a 5th production building is a bit extreme. To be fair, the Pella Rifle University was also quite whiny after the patches, which came out of nowhere, at least the last one, so it was a bit...
Oh, that's sad. That's sad. You don't have a super busted strategy that you can always play everywhere. Oh, that's sad. Fortitude seems to try to prove today that at least against Orc, you can still always play this strat. I'm a bit puzzled by his movement right now. Level 1 Pally aggression without Blood Mage support is not exactly what we're used to seeing, and so far it is not exactly the most effective either.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if you wanted to control the tavern a bit, but for what? That didn't really work. Panda is creeping for a while. Is level 2 already again. Now he's reuniting with the Blood Mage. That's quite cool. Can't allow a last hit. That was actually close.
Now with how much of a hot hand Lin has right now, even those plays seem feasible. Look at the Paladin, dude. He's still level 1. This is not what you want to have.
Especially when these middle camps can oftentimes be so contested. No Devotion Aura is quite bad. Also no long rifles just yet. He's in no position really to contest so much. And yeah, I just love to see this fast tier harassment. It's so freaking good.
Really annoying for the human to deal with having that healing cancelled. Sure, he's losing all his mana, but it's another one fast here. That's okay.
I'm so tempted, by the way, to rub it in Lin and Focus's face. And see, we told you. But nah.
40. This almost looks a bit desperate, I wanna say. He's pushing across the map with double level 1 against Panda 3, in the Torrent that's about to come out.
He maybe with this timing wanted to prevent Firelord. That just didn't work by a second. First burrow is dead. He's using the militia. And there's no tier 3. Doesn't even have the resources for it. What the heck went wrong?
So we're going to have Berserkers here in a moment. We're going to have Torrents. There's level 3 Panda. This should be a ridiculous stomping if it comes to a fight here.
Yeah, he can't. Yeah, okay, now he's teching. Okay. That was indeed a bit odd. Maybe he miscalculated the situation. Maybe he thought without the Firelord I can go through with this. And it was really close. If he kills the burrow before the Firelord is out, I think we have a whole different situation. 40 at least has a supply lead now.
Thank you, Buttcrumbs. Gifted sub to Walter Frosch Zigaretten.
I educated him on Walter Frosch. Now he knows about the legend.
Was haben Sie da in Ihren Stullen? Zigaretten.
Freaking legend. Do you know that Walter Frosch is responsible for the yellow cards in football?
Yes. He was the record holder.
Unbelievable.
Oh, Mana Stone here for the Panda. That is quite unbelievable as well. A wonderful item right there. Blood Mage having a tough time so far getting the sucking in because of that. Soulburn. That's the name of the spell. Soulburn over and over. But okay. Most impressive that we saw this human army was always on tier 3 with Triple Hero with the Griffins. So there is still lots of room to grow at least for 40.
Right on. And he goes Banish again. I'm surprised by this. Maybe... I don't know. I don't really know why. Maybe it's a positional thing. Panda trying to steal something here, but nah, 40 wide awake.
Yeah, quite a bit of mana invested here. 150 almost. Just to be healed up by a Regent Scroll. But I guess he has the Mana Stone at least. So he's also regening passively. Panda crept to level 3, so now he is on Scouting and Harass duty. And the other two heroes are creeping up.
A little bit of an advantage here that there's 2 shops for the heal scrolls. Maybe that's the reason why he's switching it. He got double heal scroll, man. That can be very powerful. Then only got 1 so far. 500, 600 gold for 40 while breaking upkeep. Still no aviary though.
Gonna knock on the front door, force the human home. He's not running behind the wall, which he could. That would force a TP right away. But would probably also cost him a TP. Whereas you can always, or at least most of the time, just walk away from the Pally Rifles. Not much catch in that army.
Big true. That's why sometimes the Mountain King can be sweet. Especially at the Dach Inferno finals. We've seen it, not with Pally Rifle, but against the regular human army. How you can outplay people that way. We get the second... Oh, Beastery actually. Not the second totem, it's the first Beastery. Little adjustment by Lin seeing the tier 3, and that's a sign that he doesn't want to go too heavy into Walker Torrent.
This time around, however, it might work out well because we still have no Griffins. Of course, we don't know if that's what it's going to continue to be, but so far it is literally only rifles. Good old Pally Rifles.
Do that. We're contesting the red spot here. Welcome to the danger zone. 1-1 upgrades. 40 is not looking too crazy, man. Lin is buying a lot of time. Ancestral Spirit is done.
Photo Beast also halfway finished.
Lin?
And now fighting at home.
Yeah. Without Flame Strike, is there enough damage in these, what is it, 11 rifles? Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, phenomenal, but the 2 heal scrolls against it. Ethereal Form used to save that Walker. Spirit Link spread, so the tingle target damage of the rifles ain't that crazy at the moment. Lin has Web of Mana Stealing, Mana Stone, and the heal scroll used.
Breath of Fire comes in, more damage against the human army. Heal scroll is available, and a second one still ready to be used as well. This fight all of a sudden looking really good for 40. Oh, the Blood Mage almost went down.
Yeah, after... Oh my god, second heal scroll as well. After a couple of Holy Lights being too late throughout the series, this one was clutch. Farseer is not looking too good, but can he do something about Kodos and Torrent?
One last Breath of Fire comes in. The Panda now dry, doesn't mind anymore getting siphoned. We still have lots of rifles on this field, and everything for the Orc is about to die.
Oh, Banish, careful! We need a Holy Light, and he is responsible for this. The Farseer falls, and Fortitude, with a little bit of an odd play here, confusing Lin as it seems, who eventually wasn't ready for this. Farseer Headhunter on Lin's side. No surprise there. I wonder if he's storming across again to... He can't intercept the creeping. He can intercept retreating workers. And then 2-3 camps might be possible. A lot comes down to Fortitude's item in the early game. Oftentimes, this is like a nice little bonus if you get a claw or something. But if this is the Robe of the Magi or a Sobi Mask, good luck, Lin.
Who does Fortuna favor right now? Robe indeed, I would say, is the most insane. And...
Devotion.
Oh, Lionhorn. That's alright. It's always nice, but not crazy.
Well, might save a worker here against Farseer and Wolves, but not this one. Deny a little early. Fireball versus Wolf. Gets it. First exclamation mark, and that is one worker down. The second one, oh, a bit misrallied. Militia again, but only 3 armor these days. Wasn't able to absorb that damage.
A player's forces are under attack.
2 peasant kills, that's alright, but I would say, especially with 1 denied, that's also totally fine for Fortitude. Not too many losses here, all good up until now. Is he gonna expand or not? We're looking for that 4th farm, as so often. More peasants being made. Lumber in general, a little bit low right now. Going for defend upgrade.
It's crazy early. 3 minutes 20. I mean, we've seen it earlier, but this is extreme. And
he's stopping with peasant production, so that should mean no expo.
Yeah, 3 farm creeping and deck. Footman to the left-hand side, Archmage with boots on the right-hand side, and a circlet. He's just gonna flood the base.
Wow, his deck is far, far behind. 2 minutes of a lead for the Orc, so Fortitude has to get something done with his pressure coming right now. No level 3 Archmage, so the level 2 Watch Elemental is not the big terror in the Orc main base. The shop is not quite finished yet, but will in just a moment. There's again no forward burrow, by the way. Both in the back.
And footies are used for creeping. He's not going to the base. Lin can't get a last hit here. Poacher down. Water Elemental fighting Wolves, losing that fight. Little extra XP. Is that worth it? Steal 1 camp to delay your tech that much. Because Lin is done with the tech. TC coming.
Militia are creeping across the map at the other green camp. He's looking for that level 3. From that, a little bit more of experience, and that should be enough. And there we go.
Oh my god, that's so sick. He's going for both production buildings at the beginning of Tier 2 with 2 Water Elementals. Has to free up the space. Footies to the left, Water Elemental Archmage to the right. Good night, Beastery. Good night, Spirit Lodge. What a well-crafted attack this is.
Can he find the follow-up cancel? Footy's trying to take some damage here. Archmage is a little bit bruised. Good positioning, though, by Lin as well. He's trying to get some pick-off kills, ideally, if he can, on the Footies. Wolf is chasing. TC now out. But that should be another cancel, shouldn't it?
Exactly. And Lin slowly struggling with lumber. He's building... Okay, there it is, cute. Water Elemental still in the base, not too many Footmen, lost TC, still 0 XP. Footmen still applying so much pressure, very, very, very annoying. Archmage has mana for 1 more Water Elemental, this ain't over yet.
Gonna summon that in a moment. Lin so far has reduced losses on his Headhunters very well, but that might still change. AM could still look for a bit more. The Watch Elemental is still active in the back of the base. A 3rd cancel on the Spirit Lodge.
He's so good at this.
And all of a sudden, the tech lead seems to have disappeared.
He's so good at this, it's ridiculous. Similar to how he plays versus Undead, where we go towards the Haunted Goldmine this time. The target is a bit different. We go for a Beastery instead of a Lodge now. And now it's finally over with the Archmage for once out of mana, but not for too much longer, actually. Tier 2, done. Sanctum, Mountain King, so on.
Archmage still trying to be annoying, trying to cancel some healing here. He could summon another Water Elemental, but at this point it might be a bit of a waste of mana. Then again, if he gets the Lodge once more, that will be wonderful.
Yeah, he's peeking around the right-hand side. Lin should be there to defend it, but only with Farseer. There is a very solid chance to cancel this again, and this means no Purge. And without Purge, you don't have an answer to these Water Elementals. Well done.
A huge delay. Huge delay. Lodge. This next one will be finishing because the AM now too hurt. Mana too low. But by now we got Double Sanctum finished.
Exactly. So we get Priests, we get Sorks, we get Breakers. And we need a high-level Mountain King. That's the #1 task now. 440. Might be time to heal up that Archmage as well. Hurt units, but nothing a Water Elemental can't tank. Lin also of the opinion some sort of dispo would be nice. So let's open up this mercenary camp for ourselves as we have the big items. And Mana Potion. Fantastic. Shockwave build for the TC.
Oh. So Lin was very sure he was going to face casters here and no rifles, I guess. And that read is absolutely on the money. Gonna be caster breakers.
Scroll of the Beast on the other side. This is one for the shop. Can trade it for a heal scroll, basically. We shouldn't expect too much tier 3 this time. We get a bit of control on Lin's side with Ensnare and Purge in the mix now soon. Next step in that build order is an expansion, but 40 must expand.
MK enjoying some solo leveling here. He's gonna get level 2.5 roughly, but he still needs a little bit more for that crucial level 3. MK probably the strongest hero on the field if we get to level 5. That's where he can really dominate, especially against ground with Clap. But the TC has a bit of a level edge right now.
Exactly. Claws +8 also quite nice for the Farseer for some split damage. It's a bit of a calm before the storm. Twisted Meadows, big map, lots to creep, lots of ways to dodge your opponent. Lots of time to pimp that army. Dispel coming through. Scroll of Healing #1 on both sides. That big mana potion, man, that might be a game changer. Lin.
Sweet Mask. Ooh.
Oh,
some really good items here for Lin. Must make sure also to get an Invul Potion though. The TC, while he's gonna enjoy that mana potion most likely, no strength items, no armor items. So if he gets Storm Bolted in a rough position, that could be very dangerous.
yeah, but he doesn't buy it. He doesn't have the gold for it. Expansion more important. Mountain King level 3, Archmage level 3. That was a very ambitious Stormbolt to get that mana region running.
He's got no Clap.
Yep, that is something that has become normal, and I have no
Really?
idea why. We'll see if 40 can show us the way. Shockwave, Mountain King in a bit of trouble here, but we have that heal scroll. Chain Lightning also on the Dwarf. Invul Potion is ready, so are Priests.
Wouldn't Clap be so good here?
I know, dude. I've been saying the same for weeks.
TP out by Lin though. He's worried that he's going to lose too much. In fact, 2 more units are falling. But he TPs to the main base where he can heal up right away from the shop. That's nice. And if 40 knew, he might be able to cancel the expansion up there. He's not too far away, but doesn't have the confirmation scout right now.
He should assume this, though. It's always the play. I would be very surprised if he's not heading north, and that's exactly what he's doing. Expo at 50%, there is no chance for this to work. Maybe plan B for Lin if he sends a peon to the left-hand side now. That is a camp he will be cleaning in a second. But yeah, you don't have to scout this at this point in the game, that there is an expansion. But the discussion about Bash and Clap is a really interesting one. I feel like if you get mana items or a super fast level 4 Archmage, people go for Clap. Otherwise, they don't.
Interesting.
It's my observation at least. Like, I don't know.
Okay, cool. Well, MK indeed doesn't have too many mana items so far in this game. +3 int only. I am also not yet level 4, although might get it here at the red camp. And speaking of red camps, There are some crazy items possible here.
Especially Spell Shield. We've seen it yesterday, how effective that can be. And we get the Spell Shield just on the other side. It would have been fantastic for the TC so he can't be targeted by Stormbolt. But then on the other side, if you trigger slow on that unit, Spell Shield is activated as well. So it doesn't really do too much. I guess you can dodge a Stormbolt or a Purge. That's the best you can do with that item. I'd probably sell it for heal scrolls.
Dude, Farseer has plus 23 damage.
Yes, he's very good right now.
Not even kidding. If he gets the Orb of Darkness, I think that would be sick.
Yes.
Never mind. Get the Spell Shield. Also sick, though.
That is for the TC is omega good. Also Flute before. Also lots of damage boost. I wonder if 40 is playing around the Spell Shield with applying slow. Because then it doesn't do anything. If 40 knows what to do, then it's meaningless and you sell it. In the heat of battle, though, can be an oversight.
And you have to manually cast it on the TC for that to be triggered.
Are under attack.
We'll see, we'll see.
Then there's Pillage. Or is in the process of researching Pillage. Some bases are about to be raided.
Orc army now quite speedy with a level 2 endurance. This is where the Orc gets the mobility advantage. On a big map like this, you like to pair that with an expansion. The expansion is coming up. Will 40 have the time to get the cancel here? He's moving kind of slow with his casters.
That's right. He is able to fight with the 3 heal scrolls he got. Also, Sobi Mask on the Mountain King now. Shockwave gets a kill, but not 2 kills now. Shop down. No more breakers, but he queued at least one, maybe another. The cancel is super important for Fortitude now. Lin has to cancel, but at how much damage will he find 40's base?
He cancels to get the resources back. The peon is in the burrow, so it's still taking time to get back. Here's the TP home. The peon will survive. Counter TP away, of course. We're going to count the losses here in a moment. It's quite a few peasants going down, but also many survive, importantly. So full mining is still established.
Yeah, and lumber is not that important at the moment. He got the important upgrades already. If you had a plan to go to tier 3 like Sock always does, yeah, that hurts now, of course. But he has to go for a shop before he can go breakers, and that's #1 priority. Now we need to scout a lot. Lin is not using the peon from the left-hand side in the burrow, but he's rather expanding on the right-hand side, and that might be smart.
Man, Lin's items are really good, dude. Look at that. TC level 5 now with the belt, the ring, and the spell shield. The Farseer with Sobi Mask and triple claws. That's plus 26 damage. Also because of the flute that he still has. And that shockwave now is gonna rock. If we can combine that with level 3 chain lightning, that's a lot of AoE spell damage. But the Farseer still has a long way to go, to be honest.
Yeah, and on a big map like this, you might want the invisible wolves just for scouting and base harass if 40 decides that a second base is affordable at some point. I'm probably the biggest level 3 chain lightning fan in the world. It's more than 1,000 damage per application, by the way. But I see the value of wolves for
A
sure.
player's forces are under attack.
He's at the shop right there, was thinking about what he wants to sell, and it was the Flute of Accuracy.
Oh,
Doesn't have slots anymore to hold it.
That's crazy. If the worst item you got for a mixed range melee army is the flute.
Yeah. But I think he might have made the right call. I think many players here would sell the ring.
Yes.
Keep that ring, bro.
Yes.
That ring is sick on the TC.
Is it against, I don't know, against casters?
Yeah, still though. He's going to get focused a lot.
Well, if you and Lin think alike, who am I to argue against it? I am a big fan of that Blizzard, though. We don't have Stomp. We don't have Hex. We have limited End Snare. Only 2 Raiders. That Blizzard will do a lot of damage.
Very difficult fight to perfectly micro and manage on both sides. Lin wants to fan out wide, not clump up for the Blizzard. There's still no clap though, right?
No.
Normally clap Blizzard is the crazy thing.
Oh, that is a bad engagement so far for 40, I'd say. A couple of free units, takes out a Shaman. Shockwave hits 2 units, but gets no kill yet. Wolf also dispelled. Oh, nice counterplay on that Archmage. And Snare focus has to go for a TP, and that should then be Lin's expansion on 2 exit kills though.
40 could perhaps re-attack. He didn't lose too much. I guess a breaker was devoured. Some casters. Lin has a supply lead still. The expo is running. The shop is right there. This game now looking great for Lin.
Okay. Adrox, thank you for the 9-month. Much love. Clarity.
I gotta say, so far, I'm not very sold on this no clap stuff.
Nah, I'm not sold either. But they are not listening. These humans, man. But another Tomb of Retraining? Can you do that? Are you willing to do that? Heal scrolls. Super effective. Now he has no gold no more.
It seems like with the Zoe Mask, the MK cannot even use all of his mana with only Stormbolt.
I would agree, but he couldn't know that before he went into Bash, that he will get a Zoe Mask.
That is true.
3 heal scrolls versus 2. Did we see the slow application on the TC for Spell Shield, by the way? I didn't pay attention to that.
I'm not sure.
This is amazing fighting position for Lin, by the way. There's no breaker wall. The orc units can roam freely. There's always room for shockwaves. There's always room for Kodos. Here it is, and it hits so hard!
First heal scroll needed right away against that chain wave. There's 2 more heal scrolls, in fact. Raiders with the Ensnare trying to lock down the human army. We have the speed scroll. Everything super speedy now on the orc side. Only for 10 seconds, though. Kodos, we got 1 devour and a second. Great control on the Kodos once again, but the speed scroll is now over. Can 40 let the slow trap here kick in? Archmage in trouble again, by the way. Going to the back, the priests have to heal.
And Blizzard, the big damage dealer. We're approaching 10k damage now. There's another heal scroll. We have invisibility as well for the saves. This shockwave a bit underappreciated, I'd say. But that was the last heal scroll for Fortitude, and we still have that big mana. Used it now. Stormbolt on the TC went through. Mountain King in trouble. Chain wave in the back. So much damage.
MK goes down with some right clicks and the shockwave. Dude, this Farseer, just with the right clicks, man, he's doing a great job. And with the MK dead, this seems now hopeless. With the Orc, of course, also having that expo running the whole time. Farseer gets level 5 here, even in the end. There's still a heal scroll on Lin. There we go, uses it to perfect effect. The game is over, and Lin takes match.
We got Pally Rifle once again, everybody. The return! 40 needs back-to-back wins here. And Lin, of course, Farseer. This is springtime. This is one of the best Pally Rifle maps once again as the second last encounter. We got Militia Creep with the rifle. Last hit. Important for 40 to get this one.
First time Fortitude dares to creep something very early, even with the Farseer there showing up. This might cost him some Holy Lights to get things back to healthy, but Holy Light still very cheap in mana. Slightly longer cooldown these days, but still should be able to deal with this little bit of Wolf and Farseer harass without too much difficulty.
Okay. Couple of HP lost. Now we're coming back. The dance continues. Once again, Lin, this seems to be set in stone now. 3 headhunters into attack upgrade to make it worth it. I really like this. Tech in Lin's face as well. There's nothing really to worry about. But of course, you don't want a high level Paladin. You saw the effect on Autumn Leaves. When a Paladin is low level, the Orc has an easier time. We try to delay that for as long as possible.
The key point in these matches seem to be expansions. Setting up the expansion somewhere later in the game, probably around 50 supply. Especially if 40 goes tier 3 again. Getting that third hero, getting those Griffins, possibly it all takes a long while. But then again, on Autumn Leaves, there was no Griffin. There was just a push with level 3. Lin perhaps didn't expect it, and he was overrun. Still, the point stands. You should never underestimate the Pally Rifle strat.
Exactly. The pushes sometimes come out of nowhere. Now we have transitions as well. Still haven't seen enough fire. And yeah, so far, bit of chip damage, only 1 Holy Light. That is number 2. Relatively simple. We follow up with an Arcane Tower as well as the first attack upgrade. And then Lin Has to fall back in a second to get the panda from one of the 2 taverns on the map.
Nope, one peasant kill here, maybe.
Ooh, 40 seems a bit overwhelmed with that rifle dropping low as well. Shaky, shaky 40. Rare to say that.
Really don't want to lose rifles. Almost got one of them surrounded. This headhunter pressure is really stacking up.
Has to call militia now on 150 lumber. That's not ideal. Need the blonde devil as fast as possible, as well as long rifles. And only
Also
now
seems
the
like the shop will be necessary.
shop. Yeah, there
he's
we
going
go.
for it. Good start by Lin, I would say, so far.
Again, yes. He really improved his early game. And splits the headhunters to the back. The Farseer stays. We get the panda with Drunken Haze to accelerate the creeping and to take less damage during creeping. I'm so happy this build is out there now in Asia.
They accepted it, Neo. They finally accepted it. It only took half a year, roughly.
Yep. Exactly half a year. Like, Lemes posted this build order. The Pally Rifle Professor posted the build order for the orcs on WC3.no. That was half a year ago.
Players' forces are under attack.
Paladin did get the level 2. Waiting for his trusted friend, the Blood Mage. Panda taking quite a bit of damage here from these creeps. But the shop... Oh, I was about to say it's coming up, but it's not. Oh, is Lin forgetting about the shop, maybe? That's a bit worrying.
He has a big heal potion, so I guess he's kind of safe. But this is, of course, not ideal. Both armies fragile at the moment, as we don't have too much Holy Light anymore. This will, of course, change in a bit once the Blood Mage is out.
Yeah, this big healing actually is a huge help, for real. If a push is to come, which seems like it is.
For real, no cap. And he gets level 3, no lasted, available, first Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, and maybe 40 didn't see that, has to go into the town portal, didn't accomplish much, and loses a rifle.
Ooh, yeah, that's a big L. Not a W this time. You push across the map with level 2 only, you halted your creeping, and then just to TP away, lose a rifle, and accomplish basically nothing.
Well, he got... I didn't even get the heal potion, eh?
Nope.
Did he feel he's under so much pressure? We had this odd early mid-game on Autumn Leaves as well. So it feels like there's a reason behind it. 42 big brain for us. If only there were a Palo Rifle University to explain this to us now.
And the Panda level 3, once again, is going to go harassing. Oh, he forgot to heal himself? Or maybe he's going to do it later, after throwing in a Breath of Fire. We get the walkers again. One walker into Adept. Firelord then expected to be next.
Big healing on the other side. Now heal score number 1. That is a big camp. No chance really for Lin to do anything here. We go for the Firelord with Panda. Little bit of a creep jack. Should be too late, and it is. Level 2. He goes for Banish again. Wait, Lin went for...
Get that big level up.
Lin went for level 2 Drunken Haze.
What?
Yes.
That must be a misclick.
I think so too.
Surely.
The dude has been gaming for 5 hours straight now, by the way. Just to point that out, that he played versus Happy, a best of 7 versus Happy before. So yeah, that is bad.
That's a lot of damage missing. Yeah. No good.
One-on-one.
Positioning though here is pretty nice. Ooh, Drunk has Breath of Fire hitting really well. Man, if that was level 2 breath, that would be even more damage.
Yep, so he can hold the heal scroll for a little bit. Surround on the Blood Mage, indeed. He does have Banish when he needs... Oh, no mana for the Banish, actually. Needs to siphon it off. And now Farseer in another world of trouble. Soul Burn, so he can't use Banish at the moment, but there was healing. Headhunters falling. This is a crazy situation. He falls!
Oh,
no, with the TP! Blood Mage
oh
saved with the Holy Light.
Lin.
Lin falling apart. Oh, man.
Oh.
Oh oh boy, oh boy. And now running away.
Panda surrounded.
Super sweet by 40. Can he keep it close though? With the Holy Light he can. 40 on the way to game 7. Illusion on the Panda. He doesn't seem phased. Does he use it as a little bit of a trap here? Feels like the Torrent does sick damage.
Okay, there's not that much Holy Light left. We have a Soul Burn as well. Holy Light prevented for the time being. Lin perhaps can still come out on top here despite this huge blunder. Lots of gold on 40, by the way, not reproducing for a little while now, making more rifles. Farseer being rezzed. He's going to be back before too long.
Chop up, almost provocative. Firelord also at 50%. There's not too much damage as we said. And also no tier 3. The Breath of Fire coming in again. If that would be level 2, the game would probably be over already. These illusions, super annoying. How did Lin turn this around, man? The Panda surround turned out to be a little bit of a trap.
Yeah, Panda with those items that we see in his inventory now. The ring, the gauntlet's very tanky. Of course, he had the big heal potion. Oh, but some mistakes here by Lin. Give us a chance of a map 7.
Right on. If 40 can get the reinforcements in, you said it. Was banking quite a bit. Gets the shop up now. Once again, needing mana. Cancels the healing on the Firelord. Spirit Link to the rescue. And Purge coming in. That level 4 for the Panda is so necessary.
Still pretty far away, to be honest. Firelord in the back, very hurt. Losing him, I think, wouldn't be the worst, especially now that he's out of mana and doesn't have Soul Burn anyways. Could be rezzed easily.
Chop up.
Can the Pally Rifles take this game now? Take control.
He got a lot of mana, got a lot of healing. Another Headhunter falling long range shot. Regent Scroll to the rescue, but 40 needs army. He needs more rifles.
Super cost-efficient army here for the human. Oh, Lin. Oh, Lin. You could have closed things out here on this map. It certainly seems.
Sweet
Level 1
split.
Breath of Fire now is just a joke.
Sweet split against it as well. Going for the shop. No more clarity. Only one healed self. Can't even begin to dream about a tiny Great Hall this game. Blood Mage. Bit further forward. But nothing that a Holy Light can't fix.
Human heroes can still get stronger. Breath of Fire doesn't come out in time. The Siphon there, getting rid of the mana. The Soul Burn way too late. Lin, a little slow on his reactions here on a number of occasions.
Blood Mage with an Invo Potion and the Holy Light at now level 3. That's the big problem when you get that Siphon 2, which is so easy to afford, unlike the level 1 version. One tower coming up far in the back to protect the shop. Walker saved into ethereal form, but the Headhunters are suffering.
He's waiting for the Ancestral Spirit to res the Tauren, but I think it's going to be too late. Everything for Lin is disappearing. We have an Arcane Tower now as well. And 40, he seems to have done it. Capitalizing on big mistakes by Lin. Kind of amateurish mistakes, to be honest. Wrong skill picked on the Panda. The Farseer lost needlessly.
39-year-old man playing until midnight for 5 hours straight. At some point, it's destined to happen. Fortitude wasn't fazed by this at all. Marching forward, getting stronger, punishing things. Lin needs a miracle here, but this was also 40's map pick. Lin's home turf, Hammerfall, would be the decider map. We are now taking care of the burrows. Lin at 51, not ideal. Did he rebuild the shop up top? He did. I like that move. But yeah, we're waiting for one Hail Mary play. If 40 survives that, it's curtains.
I feel like we've seen the curtains already, in my opinion. No Berserkers anymore. The damage here isn't too high. Level 1 Breath of Fire still only. It is underwhelming, to say the least. The Arcane Vault here is so sick. Always mana now on the human heroes. The Merchant also isn't too far away, so there 40 can get heal scrolls. He's got 800 gold. You know why? Because he hasn't been losing anything.
That's right. And here is the Banish. It's also a reason for that, even though we haven't seen it too much in that regard. Walkers are coming in. 3 Tauren, never to be underestimated. We're fighting under the Arcane Tower now.
Tauren damage is still indeed quite decent, but it's so many rifles. The rifles here certainly have more damage output than those Taurens. It's gonna be one going down, perhaps a second. Nope, that one pulled back. One rifle might die. No, it won't. There's Banish. There's Holy Light.
Yeah. Oh, it's so good. Level 4 as well with the Devotion Aura 3. Pala rifle is alive and well. And Lin doesn't want to admit defeat just yet. But with the barracks falling, no more headhunters. He's trying to rebuild the burrows to be able to rebuild anything, really. And when the Pally rifle are pushing on your fortress door, you know you're not in a good place.
Way to the burrows now seems wide open. Oh, there's a Tauren returning from the Ancestral. That's nice. 3 Taurens in the front line. Good soul burn interrupts the siphon there for a moment. What are the walkers doing? Guys?
Well, they have to resurrect themselves now with only a little bit of mana, though. Tauren still marching forward to a degree, but the kiting game by 40 is spectacular. And the Fire Lord has been extinguished finally as well, won't level anymore. The Panda never made it to level 4, man. When the fight started, he was, what, 3.3? At the end, he was 3.5. 40 forcing game 7.
I feel like Lin hasn't tried yet to optimize so much the double Breath of Fire ignition, right?
Yeah.
That's something that not everybody knows about, but if you use Drunken Haze Breath of Fire, and then the second Breath of Fire on cooldown as soon as you can ignite a second time if you're close enough again to those targets to do lots of extra damage. That's very hard to do if there's Siphon Mana in your way, but that's where an Invul Potion maybe could bridge that time. That so far, I think we haven't seen too much on the Panda.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about on, I think it was Tidehunters. That Invul Potion is exactly there for that reason. Works super well with the cooldowns. And also, yeah, to break the tether then, of course. But Lin so far, maybe a little bit of an oversight. Maybe it was shop controls that went wrong. Maybe he thought the money is better spent elsewhere.
That was really close right there with the last hit, by the way. He almost got it on the creep. And every last hit here really matters a lot. But it went to the Pally in the end. He got the first little item. The humble Ring of Superiority. Always seems like it's a trolling name, almost. You know, it's such a uneventful or unspectacular item. And it's called Ring of Superiority.
Yeah. On a Paladin, it is kind of fitting, though. What the stunning hero that is. But yeah, for +1 stats, it's not that great. But like, swapping that with the Ring of the Archmagi would make sense, but it's probably too late for that now.
Tech is progressing. Seems like 40's tech is closer to the Orc tech this time, isn't it?
Ooh, did he change anything? Not really, huh? Maybe didn't have to call militia once? Both still with the same build from what I see.
Yeah, in the broader strokes, certainly. Perhaps a little bit faster of a tech, perhaps slowing down the rifle production a tad. But then again, we have 4 rifles out, so it doesn't really look like it. Waiting for that next farm. And guess what? It's gonna be more rifles.
What a surprise, eh? After a full-out best of 7 of mostly rifles. Farms far in the back, where the headhunters can't attack. Also, hopefully Lin is building the shop a little bit earlier for that panda creeping. Panda's probably not a creep. Well, maybe he is. Never thought about that. He's drunk all the time. Probably is.
Well, that sounds familiar.
About Tier 2 done. Again, a headhunter at the tavern. I really hope it doesn't feel like he has to change up something. Yeah, thankfully, no Naga play. But for 40, everything is healthy. He used 1 Holy Light. The rifles are looking fresh. And he's trying to harass the creeping. But with the slow Pally rifle, once again, you gotta question if that's so effective.
I would say, though, this is a better early game than 40 has had on quite a few of the other maps. Looking here, the Panda is at the lab. That would have been greedy. That's not the case. So no way there for him to punish. Creeping that himself also would be very greedy. Not gonna do that. He's gonna go for the little Hydra camp. He's gonna get poisoned a bit here, which is kind of annoying. But I guess the blonde devil will soon show up with the scroll.
With the scrolls in the inventory again. Yep, he's in production. Same for the shop. Can easily be countered there. Get a Gloves of Haste, which is not ideal, but few of these are. I love what 40 is doing, by the way. The scouting rifle, we've seen it against Starbuck for the first time early in this tournament. Usually a Pally rifle player is playing mostly blind, but 40 has his third eye is awaking thanks to that one rifle.
Yeah, and you know, last map, Pally pushed across the map with the rifles, and he found himself against level 3 Pally, had to TP away, lost the rifle. That was just a huge waste of time. But this time around, the Panda is taking a lot longer to get that level 3. I feel like Fortitude is building up steam here.
Okay. Blood Mage out. Similar build again. Hydras.
And I used a lot of mana already, by the way. He used, in fact, all of his mana to creep. And to kill that one rifle, the scouting rifle he took out. But he's looking for level 3. He's going to the right. Thinks, that's not good. He's going down. It's not the most efficient time usage right here. I feel like this early game not as convincing as the last map.
40 is moving across once again. Farsia also a bit hurt. Hopefully there's a shop. Yes, in a defensive position as well. 40 has a good idea of where the Panda is creeping. He has no TP and he's being caught.
Breath of Fire has to be used here to get that last hit. Rifles now, or Headhunters rather, in trouble. One is going to go down for sure. Could be a couple more. TP away. If he saves all of these Headhunters, that's a big win for him. One will fall.
Okay, then we can creep now and also use this Geomancer as a little mana fountain, as you can overcharge. Wait, he wasn't overcharging his mana. Does that not work anymore, or is that not displayed in the overlay?
I think it's just not displayed.
The advanced overlay once again standing very true to the name.
Advanced overlay strikes again.
Aye.
Then gonna get level 3 here finally on the Panda. It took quite a while though. He's going for double Torn Totem quite early this game. Scroll the Beast. Not bad. Can pick up a Fire Lord here, and he will. Lin now running around and trying to buy time. Doesn't want to fight yet, obviously.
Heal Scroll and Invo Potion on Fortitude. Very important pickup. Can't mention this enough. Who has more healing has better chances in the fight. We get tier 3 once again. The Griffins shall be unlocked and released on the Orcs.
Yeah, 40 has been surprisingly difficult to read. I mean, it's been all Pally rifles, sure, but the tier 3 exact direction that he's heading has been kind of hard to make out. Paladin's gonna get level 3 here finally. With that, now he is fight ready.
No scout by Lin anywhere, it seems like. Are we really going into that fight? Lin has to walk home. A little bit of healing is necessary, waiting for the first Tauren that has arrived now without the pulverize upgrade. Instead, we got the Headhunters. The burrows far in the back. The shop also protected.
Alright, when is Lin gonna feel ready? Soulburn is available, so the Panda could run in without the danger, without the risk of getting siphoned.
Torrent Totem just gone down.
Yeah. This totem, I think, didn't even produce anything.
Unfortunate. Mana potion might be necessary. Gets the orb. Oh, Militia here. Scary, scary situation. 40 again with that fake push at the 10-minute mark. With reinforcements coming, and Lin under a lot of pressure.
What's Lin waiting for? Is he just waiting for pulverize?
I guess.
Should he just go in?
He's risking... He doesn't have a fire... Did he have a Fire Lord? Was he waiting for that?
He had the Fire Lord for a while.
Oh. Didn't see.
Once the shop is up, things get more difficult.
Aye.
Scroll the Beast popped. Now it's time to go in.
Okay.
Soul burn with the right timing. Okay, Drunken Haze by the fire. He could perhaps ignite a second time here.
Oh, needs some siphon. Oh, 40 also taking lots of hits. Double heal scroll, by the way. Still so much mana. That's the second one. Okay, he is igniting the one the second time. We go for the Tauren. Should be an easy kill. Ancestral Spirit only starting now.
I guess that will not be a successful res. But the Orb of Lightning is pretty nice now for Purges. Trying to pick off targets here, but there's still lots more mana on the human side.
Last Holy Light was thrown, at least for a while. The Blood Mage has a lot of mana. Still has to play around the cooldown since this patch. Banish to the rescue. Ethereal form on the Walker side. Peasants being slaughtered, but Fortitude has survived to tier 3. Is not close to the Tavern though.
Oh, he's also super low number. The peasants ran across the map. I'm not even sure if... Well, he certainly can't go Griffins and third hero. He has to choose one of the two.
Yeah, the Griffins were sometimes a bit late anyway. I think Firelord, momentum-wise, is a lot more important. Peasants are going home now. Chop down. Wasn't able to get anything, but 3 heal scrolls and an Invo potion. I think that makes up for a lot.
Supply dead even still. We're getting some more Taurens. Master training is done, right? Yes, it is. So 1 res could be available if there's mana.
Was he able to resurrect the 1 Tauren? No, he wasn't. Maybe corpse expired already. Creep Jack. Oh, man. 40 is locking him into the upper left-hand side of the map. Last hit, easy. Pendant of Energy as well. Speed scroll. Lyn engaging now. Blood Mage behind enemy lines. There's no staff yet.
Drunken Haze by the fire comes in. The Fire Lord counter on the other side as well. Not so much damage really, except for the Panda. He's trying to ignite again. Panda in the back. And Breath of Fire ignites a second time. Well done by Lyn. Still with a mana potion available.
Heal scroll number 1 used. He got that second. The Blood Mage again behind enemy lines. It's not that easy to get him out of there with the Spirit Walker blocking. Fire Lord for 40 has arrived as well. Noticeable. Blood Mage needs the Holy Light. Gets it. Time for the second heal scroll soon. He's holding on for it for a long time.
Walker reaction there too late. Did you see it? It got sniped. He could have gone Ethereal, but he made it too late. Another moment where Lyn was just a little bit too slow.
Crazy high class level for 6 hours straight now though. Can he ignite one of these Tauren again? We have Incinerate first one more time. No chance to silence that Panda. 50 food still. No production by 40. 650 gold. Has to make a choice now. Fall back to the shop or continue and pressure.
Yeah, this is where the human loves to push. The orc wants to buy time, wants to have those clarities and heal salves running. Trying to salve up Taurens takes forever. We now have 1 walker that spawned in the back of the base, almost with a mana, for a res.
So close. We got Siphon again. Panda marching forward. No chance to shut him up. Drunken Haze Breath of Fire combo is nice, but no potion of mana. That was the last one. And the Blood Mage looking good. Tauren moving forward. Pulverize triggered. We got a second one as well. They're coming in as a little bit of a rotation. Panda in trouble, but makes it to the shop.
Potion of mana picked up, using it right away. Getting ready for the next combo. Breath of Fire. No Drunken Haze this time. Saving the mana for the second one. Tauren's dropping extremely low. There's almost mana for the Ancestral Spirit, but not quite enough. Perhaps he should kill the 1 Tauren right now, and then have the corpse ready for the res.
Okay, we get another shop. 40 stays on basically this tier 1 army. Still no Griffin Aviary, even though he has the resources now. Level 3 Blood Mage. Gigantic upgrade for the Siphon. Tauren moved to the left-hand side. Only 1 walker, right? Yep. Time to replenish some mana though, and to grab heal scrolls.
Lyn gonna get it right there. Gets the 1 heal scroll. Panda, no clarity this whole time. He's gonna have perhaps only 1 Breath of Fire for this next fight.
Well, he can go for potions, but he's kind of broke. He got that 1 heal scroll versus 2, and the Invo potion that the Panda does not have. The 1 rifleman tanking gets greeted with the banish. Lyn coming in. 3 Tauren, bringing a lot of damage if they're able to connect.
Panda is looking for the target. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire was okay. It wasn't sensational. Now the Panda, perhaps in a tough spot, has to run on back. Does not get gunned down. And the Torrent frontline is kind of looking scary right now with the pulverizing going on.
Still having one heal scroll here is great. Retreating, healing up. Fantastic fight by Lin so far. Can't really break through the Torrent. Is there not enough damage? Are the Griffins missing?
One Torrent, though, might be going down here in a moment. No mana on the walkers for the res, and the Incinerate might disable it anyways. Soul Burn coming through. There's still basically nothing dying. Finally, maybe one rifle gets the kill, but the Fire Lord, uh-oh, Lin's Fire Lord in a rough spot. But nothing to slow him down.
Man, I would love to see a staff here for 40. That would be so helpful for losing even less. He got the resource now. There we go. Great minds think alike. And now we're marching forward.
Torrent is almost dead. He wants him. Looks like he's gonna get him. Almost.
Crazy saves. Crazy saves. Firelord marching forward while the rest of the army is busy with the main. Peon falling. Production buildings under attack. Shop under attack.
So much mana on the pally. Orc heroes all struggling with mana. Denying one of the torrents. The shop is gone. The burrows now very exposed.
Okay, floodgates open now. What can you do? When things get dicey, 40 can just TP away and scale with his tier 3. But he plays it safe. Not overestimating, falling back to the shop. This is really great timings, great rotations. Always knowing what the right next step is. And Lin seems a bit hopeless here.
Siphon disrupted quickly. Drunken Haze. And the Breath of Fire. But again, not so much damage seems to be getting taken here.
Careful. We have no heal scroll anymore. That's a bit of a change compared to the fights prior. But the Panda is low, no more mana for the combo. He needs to accumulate a little bit, and that's why it's only a Breath of Fire. I feel like this is a little bit of a mistake by Lin. Again, Paladin under a lot of pressure, and slowly but steady, these rifles start to fall.
Paladin super hurt as well, but the Torrent's also beginning to fall. The Torrent at the top has not been rezzed yet. Of course, the focus is on the fight right here, where Lin is losing the supply edge. Fortitude now clearly ahead. The Torrent at least has been rezzed.
Crazy, crazy game. Crazy tug of war. 12 food lead for 40. He wants that Berserker so bad. They get it. Deny in order. Exclamation mark. And so important, Paladin made it to the shop. Heal scroll, invo potion, both ready.
Big bout machine. 40 seems to be doing it again. He seems to be very far ahead now. But if the pally dies, there's still a way to lose this game. Got to be careful about that positioning.
Panda again, completely dry. Firelord also not looking good. Farseer, not really an influence to this game. Then still trying to stay intact here with no upkeep. Getting a little bit more gold. 2 upgrades, man. The sustain is crazy. And the region scroll is not interrupted.
Some people were asking if Pally Rifle is even still viable on the top level. We get the answer here today. Lots of Pally Rifles, or lots of rifles, I should say, alongside the Paladin. And the Firelord, the new Tier 3 edition Firelord, man, it's been looking really good.
Exactly. Lin getting more and more desperate. What can he do? What can he still add? He is supply blocked now, so all his investments have to go into items, I guess. Panda has no mana. He's just a big grunt. He's doing nothing here. Blood Mage in the middle of it all. He can try to nuke down some of these, but there's a staff now as well. And a potion against the Paladin focus. 40 knows the only way I can lose this is when the Paladin falls, but he doesn't. Against all odds, against 2 match points, he does what he does best, being unstoppable.